Yeah, hello guys. So in this video, like I said in the previous one, we are going to actually, uh, you know, add a user into our database. So from one of the previous videos, we created this database, and then we are actually going to insert into this database. Okay. Okay. So let's get right into it. So in our main form, we actually created a connection string. Kindly copy that and then go to the add user form and go to the source. You add it right above. Oh, come on. You add it right above here. Okay, you paste it here. Okay. One thing else you need to copy is this one. And then you paste that one to right here. Okay, so if you haven't actually done this, I think you might have to go to one of the previous videos and then you find it. If not to, you can just type it out. You pause the video and type it out. Okay. Okay. So first of all, let's check if our connection is still working with our database. So what you have to do is actually open your XAMPP and then you start the Apache and then MySQL. Okay, so if those are started, now you can let's go to change connection string data. So this is what we use to connect to the database. Okay, you input the database you've created, which is this one, user data. Okay, and then the password, there's no password, and then the port usually is this for local host, unless for some reason you've changed your port, then you have to change it here. And then the server mostly is localhost, and then the username is root. So you save this, and when it's saved, we come to connect to database. So we check if we can connect to the database. So from the previous video, we made sure that we had a dummy data inside this user personal details, so that we connect and then output whatever is here to make sure we are getting them. That means we've successfully connected to the database. So when we select, you can see the first name Kojo, the last name is Baden, the age is 25, male, and then dark or black. So when you go to connect database, it will actually output. If it's able to connect, it will actually output the first name, the last name, age, gender, and then color. Okay. So let me show you a scenario whereby it won't be able to connect. So let's put something wrong here, and then let's save it. Okay. Now when you go to connect to database, sorry, let me check again. Okay. Let me just put something else here. Okay, so if it doesn't connect, for some reason it's still connecting, so I think maybe I should close the application and start again, and let's see. Okay, let's take our connection string. Okay, now let's go to connect to database. So since the parameters we put here doesn't match, it tells you unable to connect to any of the specified MySQL hosts. Okay, yes, because we changed this host, the server name, and then the username. But if we change it back and then we go to save, it should work. If it doesn't work, we just have to close the application. Yes, it has to save. We have to close the application and then restart it again, and then it will just work. Okay, so now it's working fine. Okay, now the next thing to do after we've copied this and then this, we need to copy an insert code that insert into the database. Okay, so I already have an insert code here, and I don't think we have one here. Okay, I already have one here. Okay. So what we do is, after all these validations, we go to the else statement and then we paste it here. Okay. Now this con refers to this connection string here we've done, but this one it says without a double N, so we just add the double N here to match this one that I pasted here, right? Okay. And then this connection string here has to match with this connection string here. Okay. Yeah. So you would have to type this one out. Okay, and then you have to type all this one out. But don't type this part because we need to change this. This is my SQL connection that inserts the data into the database. Okay. Okay, so I'd like to end